What's up guys, Fluky here, and today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on thumbnails. I got a request from Dreezy, wherever he is, saying thumbnails, and he said he specifically wanted something to do with Big E, like a very big E. These are alright. You got the nice thing there, you got the thing there. So yeah, I'll show you how to do something like that. Also, I like this sort of, this is my personal favourite sort of thumbnail with sort of the line there. I was going to show you another one actually. I was going to show you what I made similar to a thumbnail, but it was like a background sort of video thing which I did for this, which I commentated and made this.
What's up, guys?
So if you pause it, come on. Yeah, if you look, this whole liney thingy. Actually, looking at that, it's a bit dark, but yeah, I'll show you how to do that. So basically, to start, you need to create a new file thing or whatever. And this always has to be 1280 by 720 because that is the size of the video. So you just start with that straight away. Now, depending on what you want to do, but with both of these, as you can see, there's normally like a line going along here, going down there like that. So yeah, like that. So I like that one. I prefer that one because then you can fit a nice logo in there. But also I like what I've done with this one, where you put that over the edge. It looks quite cool. But it depends if you're doing 3D. For this one, I'm going to stick purely 2D because I don't want to have to wait for a render. So I'm just going to quickly draw one here. I'm going to do it like the arrow one. So I'm going to grab the pen tool, the first one. I'm going to click here, and then I'm going to go a little bit further down and click and drag like so. I'm going to make a nice bend. What I don't want it to do is I don't want it to bend under like that at the top. So it just looks wrong. I want it to go straight down and not bend back. So I think something like that. If you want to move either of the points, go to add anchor point tool here, and you can just drag these about. You can also mess with it from here. But then again, if you want to continue afterwards, just go around. And all you have to do is go all the way around the image. It doesn't matter how rough you are with this, because this bit is actually off the image. And once you've done this, just click and add a new layer at the bottom here, and then right click and fill the path. Now if you just fill it with the black that I got up here, it doesn't matter what colour, because I want it to be a dark, so because I'm going to try and make it a bit like this, like I said. So I think the first thing you kind of have to do with it is, like I said with the fonts tutorial, is double click and create a gradient. Now, as you can see, this gradient's a bit extreme, going from the black to white, so you might want to lower the opacity. You might even want to make it a colour. So say you wanted to make it like an orange. What I like to do is do a gradient from a dark orange to a lighter orange to a more yellowy orange, like so. As you can see, the opacity is still down on that. So you could do something like that if you wanted to. I think for the purposes of this tutorial, I'm going to stick with the black to white, lowering the opacity, just because that's what I like to do. And then I'm going to add some colour down the side. Now, if you want to add some colour down the side, there are two things you can do. You can either, like I said in the last tutorial about 2D text, you can add a stroke. Then you can adjust the size. Now, what you want to do, even if you're not going to do it this way, is just test to see how big you want it. So I'd say about 20 pixels. You can see on this is big enough as to show a border. But if you do it like this, you can't. You can only change the colour. That's it. So you probably don't want to do stroke there. If you do want to get a better looking line, what you want to do is actually use the pen tool again and recreate it like so. But as you can see, it's going to be quite hard, and I can't drag down any further. So I'm going to use the add anchor point again, and click in the middle like this, and this just add an anchor point, and then after that you can click and drag this. I'm going to try and get it as accurately on the line as possible. Now sometimes this can be difficult, and I'm not going to get too perfect about it because I'm pretty sure it would take forever if I did. But you guys can kind of do it, because you guys can obviously spend more time on it, but seeing as I don't want to spend forever, I'm just going to try and do it really quickly. Maybe add another one there, drag that in. Alright, okay. So from testing earlier, I thought that 20 pixels seemed about big enough. So I'm going to go onto the paintbrush tool, and this paintbrush is going to be what the line is going to draw. So we want it to be a hard brush. I want it to be about 20 pixels, so I'm just going to make that 20. Now you don't want that to be black like before, so I'm going to make it a colour. So I'm going to make it that sort of orange, I think, maybe a bit reddier, like that. And I'm going to go to the pen tool again, right click, and actually first make a new layer, then right click and go on stroke path like that. And there you go, that will just add a nice border. And the good thing about this is you can edit this as a separate layer as well, which you can't do with the stroke. I'm just going to quickly, it's kind of annoying me. Alright, so we just started off here. What you can do to try, if you want to try and make this 3D, because a lot of people, I don't think Biggie even has a border, but a lot of people try to make their borders look more 3D. And you can do this with this by adding, I didn't even actually bevel and emboss like that. This does add a 3D effect, but it's whether you want it like that, because I don't really think that looks that good, to be honest. I know that sounds bad, but I think it looks like it starts and it's not really completely round, and I like it. So I'm going to cancel that, and instead I'm going to do it my own way, which is once again doing another pen tool. And you can do it this way and do another pen tool like so, but I'm not going to do it that way. I'm going to do the selection way. So I'm going to find the layer which this is on, and hold Control and click on the little thumbnail in there. Now I want to move this highlighted area. Well, actually, no, I'm not going to do it that way because that's just silly. I'm going to use the pen tool again, obviously, and just do it like so, like that. That's not very well done either. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know why I thought I could do it like that. It's just a thought. I thought I could move the selected area, but I didn't think I can. Probably can somehow, but I can't bother to find out. Right. So that looks. Oh, it doesn't look about right. Yeah, that looks about right. It's all on the line. Now for this, what I'm basically going to do is I'm going to try and make one side of it look darker and one side of it look lighter. And so for that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it black on one side and white on one side. So first of all, I'm going to change the colour to black, obviously. Then I'm going to go to the brush tool. I'm going to lower the hardness to 0%. And now, as you see, if I click on the layer, you have to add the size a little bit bigger, so probably like 30, like that, just so it covers half of the line. So once again, you have to create a new layer, and then you'll get the pen tool, right click, and this time stroke path, the same as that line there. So once you've done that, it will create this, and as you can see, it doesn't really work at the moment. So what you want to do is create a clipping layer over this, and as you can see, I didn't think the line was perfect, so it doesn't look perfect, but if you don't lower the opacity, it kind of gives the line sort of a 3D sort of effect. It's not perfect. You might want to, if you're doing it yourself, do a white on the other side, but for the purpose of the tutorial, I think that's quite alright. Now, I think what you'll want is a logo in this somewhere. So I'm going to add the Brutal logo, which I have. Quickly find that. Alright, so I just paused it quickly so I could quickly find the logo. So I got it here, and I just drag this in like that. I've actually got it in white like this, but if you have it in black or any other different colour, you can just press Control U. If it works, Control U. It isn't working for some reason. Anyway, you can just make it white. If you press Control U and drag the lightness down. But I'm going to drag this layer just above the bottom layer like that. And I'm going to make this nice and big. I'm going to put a nice tilt on it like that. And basically I'm going to make this like the background on the on here. So I'm going to lower the opacity like that. Also, if you get rid of the background, as you can see, well, you can't see it at the moment because it's 10% opacity, but it will overlap. So if you create a clipping layer like that, it will just affect that area like we've done on the other ones before. So I'll lower that. You might even want to go onto the brush and like do the edges or something like that. I think it's a bit small actually. I think it would look a bit better if it was a bit bigger. So this is just an idea. You don't have to do anything like this, guys. But as I said, I was trying to go along the lines of that era one. I think on the era one, I do have the logo in the background there. And I think I've already got a render of the brutal one, so I can drag on something like that as well. So I think what we'll move on to now is the text. Actually, no, we'll do the some textures on the background layer. So we'll just hide this for now. If you want, I just quickly got some textures before we did this. So I got some stocks here. Oh, that's the wrong one. Textures, there you go. So I literally just oh, this isn't even the right one. It must be here. Yeah, just before this tutorial, I literally went onto Google and I googled both metal texture and grunge texture. Now all of these would be perfect to put in a background. So I'm just gonna grab this one from them, and if you just put it literally over the top of the black layer, once again, just create a clipping layer like that. And there's two things you can do. You can either overlay it, which you can see on this doesn't actually work, or you can do just like we did before with the other one, and just lower the opacity like that, and this will just give it a nice sort of grunge effect. Sometimes it looks better if you add more, like this. And remember, it's best not to like mess with the size too much because it'll get a bit pixelated. So if you want to, for instance, like make this fill the whole thing, what I'll do is get the brush, the eraser, just click on it and make it not a smart object. Make it as soft as possible, and then just drag it along the edge like this. And then press Ctrl J. This like duplicates it. And then drag it on the top like that. And as you can see, this kind of like, it kind of makes it seamless, but it's not perfectly seamless. But for this, it'll be fine. I'm just going to duplicate both of those again. And just do that again. And grab one of these. By the way, to move these about, if you're using the eraser, you can actually, if you hold Control, it comes up and it comes up as a move icon, which I only found out recently. So yeah, it's really useful to do that. I'm just going to try and get these edges nice, like that. So then once again, if you just hold Shift and select all those and merge those layers, you can just lower the opacity once again and create a clipping mask like that. As you can see, that doesn't actually look that good, but for that, I think that looks not too bad. You don't even have to have anything on it. If you just want it to be sort of clean, you can just keep it like that. But yeah, just show you that. So now we've got all of that on there, I'm going to add the actual brutal logo. I'm going to try and make it as much like the era one as possible because I think that looks quite cool. Just make that a bit bigger. So I've already rendered, I think I made it on this computer, I'm hoping I did. But I've already rendered a brutal logo and it should be not in there, just there. I went past it. So I think that doesn't look too good. It would be fine for this. So I'm just going to put that up there. And then this is in the middle of those, so no, redo those. I'm going to get some text going now. Quickly make this the right orange, because as you can see that's a reddier orange than that. So it's Control U. Oh, it's because that's why I need to not make it a smart object. Just make this a bit, there you go, a bit more like that. Okay, so for the fonts, like I said before, and like I used before, I used Typography Pro, which for this I think would be absolutely perfect. And I think a good thing to do with using text and stuff is using colour. So as we've obviously got a mainly orange theme, we can use that to our advantage. And I'm going to make this quite big, and then say I wanted to say brutal. You don't want it to be black because that won't be part of the scheme. So what you might want to do is highlight that B, and maybe make just that B a nice orange, and maybe make all this maybe a grey, like that. And then what you could do is duplicate that layer by pressing Ctrl J whilst it's highlighted, and then do the same thing, but below I'm going to have base, like that. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger just so it fits underneath, maybe like that, maybe that's a bit big. There you go. But once again, also you can mess around because we have typography here. We can make the top one light. Maybe if there's something less important, like I said with the other one, if you have the channel below or something. I think these should be. You could do the same thing as you did with the color. You can make these this part light. Same on the base. Make this part light, like that. And then, of course, if you're doing this for, say you're doing it for a clan, like I'm doing it for, obviously I'm going to do this for Brutal, below I want what the video is about. So you could have your name here, and you could have speed art, you could have tutorial, whatever. So for this I'm going to have episode. I'm going to keep with the all capital theme. But I'm going to, yeah, I think that looks quite good just like that. I'll just make that orange again. By the way, if you want to get the same colour as like before, there's a colour thing here, and if you just select that like that, it will select the colour. Let's just do it like that. Yeah, that just looks quite nice. I think I might make this a bit bigger though. I hope this answered what Dreezy wanted. It's probably not exactly what he wanted. Remember, if anyone has any other questions or there's anything I've actually forgotten, please don't hesitate to put anything in the comment section below. Yeah, I've thought one thing. If you want to make this editable, be sure to save it as a PSD, and then when people open it, if they open it like this, they'll be able to edit all this and stuff like that. Also, if you just want a certain part of the image, I think, if you want a specific part of the video to be in the background, where am I looking? In here, I think I have a screenshot. Oh, it's in pictures. I have a screenshot here. There you go. This is literally just a screenshot, just so I can show you for an example. You might want to put that at the bottom. You might want to screen print it, maybe go into YouTube, get a full-size video like that, and then just play it, and then just screenshot it, and then put it in the background. But what you can also do is if you just leave it and then delete the background and save it as a PNG. PNGs mean that you just have that as an empty space. So when you do put it on, it will show the background behind it. Yeah. So I guess that's the last thing. If anyone has forgotten anything, also if you want anything for next time, ask me on Skype or once again comment section, Twitter as well @Fluky, anything. Just be sure to ask. Right, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.